Might you want to go? I mean any place you need to go, so look at this. Yo, Justin, he's in you at any point seen the film 48 Hours, right? Currently he's having 48 hours with Diddy, beginning to act different. How you ain't been calling me and hanging out the manner in which we used to hang out. Diddy did something to that kid, brother. For what reason is Bieber acting so anxious, and why Bieber quit conversing with him after that little circumstance happened? Justin Bieber has supposedly ended his quietness on dreadful and upsetting tales about Diddy prepping him when he was only a teen. Could feel it, I could feel as I don't feel blissful. This large number of individuals are grinning around me and causing me to feel like I'm nevertheless. It's unauthentic charges encompassing P. Diddy's supposed unseemly ways of behaving around young men and young fellows are getting stronger, and reports as of late arisen that Diddy prepped both Usher and Justin Bieber. Fans are currently saying this may be the explanation Justin used to carry on such a great amount during the beginning of his vocation, and why he's actually battling with psychological well-being. So what sort of relationship did he have with Justin, and why are fans saying Diddy's R. Kelly too? 0 bits of hearsay about Sean Brushes, also known as Diddy, being in the wardrobe, or the same old thing. As a matter of fact, since the 90s, individuals in the business have been dropping clues about Diddy being gay, yet this story isn't about Diddy's direction, it's about his supposed violations, including little fellows and men. No doubt it's the ideal opportunity for us to discuss it. Diddy has a rap sheet of books and exposition claims that is long to such an extent that I'm not even certain I can squeeze it into one video. What we are aware of Diddy's unseemly way of behaving fundamentally comes from his peculiar relationship with previous protege Usher. Very much like Justin Bieber was pushed into media outlets early in life. When Usher was only 10 years of age, he turned out to be essential for A.R.B. bunch fresh starts, and subsequent to leaving the gathering he kept performing all alone at nearby ability shows in Atlanta. It was at one of these shows that Usher grabbed the attention of Bobby Brown's previous protector A.J. Alexander told Usher he could assist him with getting a record bargain, and acquainted him with Bryant Reed, a delegate from La Perouse's La Fosse Records. And after Usher tried out for Reed marked him on the spot. Reed had huge designs for Usher anyway. While Usher was setting up his presentation collection, his voice dropped in light of the fact that he was going through pubescence, and Reed wasn't exceptionally understanding. As a matter of fact, he needed to drop Usher from his name anyway. Usher asked to remain, so Reed thought of an arrangement: send Usher to New York to reside with Diddy and go to what Reed called Clay's Flavor Camp. Usher was only 14 at that point, and in his 2004 meeting with Drifter, he conceded that Diddy acquainted him with the grown-up way of life, and he saw a few wild things at Diddy's home. You'd open an entryway and see someone getting it done, or a few group in a room having a blowout. You never realized what planned to occur anyway. It was only after Usher showed up on the Howard Harsh show sometime thereafter that fans began saying Diddy should be researched. A mindset to New York City, and I resided with Sean Puffy searches for a year. That is the insane thing. Now that was Law Reed's thought, right? We're sending you over to something many refer to as Puffy Flavor Camp. There you go to learn something. No doubt that is what it was called. When Howard asked Usher at Diddy's place was loaded with young ladies, Diddy said that wasn't the very case. Furthermore, you could see he was keeping something away from uncovering an excess of Puffy's place was like just loaded up with chicks and beginning like constant, right? Not actually, I mean, yet hello, it was interested. I had an opportunity to see a few things, better believe it. Between 13, what were you talking about? I went there to see the way of life, right? And I saw it, and it was nevertheless, I couldn't say whether I could enjoy and comprehend what I was in any event. Seeing Usher likewise uncovered that he was paid routine set of expenses to remain with Diddy, yet he never made sense of what the reason for Diddy's Flavor Camp was, or for what reason Did he was paying a 14-year-old kid to reside with him. Do you have cash? What's happening? I mean, I had like her, damn definitely I had like, you know. Yes. And afterward, when Howard inquired as to whether he would allow his own children to remain with Diddy, Usher's reaction let us know all we had to know. You're a father currently, would you at any point send your child to Puffy Camp? However, things got much more obscure from here. An old meeting with Kevin Hart and Diddy as of late re-emerged via virtual entertainment, showing Diddy offering odd remarks about Usher resting in his bed when he was only 10 years of age. That is my sibling here from the very beginning. We used to awaken, and I mean damn respite, yet like says I mean some time ago when he was like 10 and I was a little tad more seasoned, his more established sibling. We used to battle about the over-the-iced pieces. You understand what I'm talking about. Before Stop was created, yet it's my sibling for genuine. We used to really wrestle off of the iced place since he's dependably start off early. Yo, what the underscore puffed simply say. Yet did you discover Diddy saying he was somewhat more established than Usher when this was continuing? Great, he wasn't only a tad bit more established, he was entirely 10 years more established, which implies Diddy was 19 when 10-year-old Usher dozed in his bed. Presently envision assuming that Diddy was discussing a 10-year-old young lady like this. Regardless of your perspective, there's not a glaringly obvious explanation why a 19-year elderly person ought to impart the bed to a 10-year-old kid who's not his family. And you might be pondering, where were Usher's folks when this was all happening? While Usher's father left the family when Usher was 1 and Usher was raised by his mom Janetta, and as per Usher, Janetta had no clue about that he was residing with Diddy anyway. Fans feel a little skeptical on this since L.A. Reid probably asked Usher's mother for consent mission before he flew 14-year-old Usher from Atlanta to New York. So does this mean Janetta essentially gave Usher to Diddy? Well, we're not completely certain anyway. We shouldn't excuse this hypothesis either, in light of the fact that it's obviously true that guardians of kid stars are many times incredibly voracious and ethically problematic individuals. To give you only one model, did you had any idea that the guardians of the late Aaliyah were paid off by R. Kelly to stay silent about his unlawful relationship with their little girl? As per the enduring R. Kelly narrative, after R. Kelly illicitly wedded 15-year-old Leah, her folks marked an agreement with Kelly, making a deal to avoid squeezing charges in return for the privileges to Kelly's initial 3 collections. Obviously this doesn't mean Usher's mother did likewise, yet by the day's end we truly don't have any idea, and media outlets is a substantially more vile spot than the vast majority envision. And this carries us to Justin Bieber and the upsetting claims about Diddy prepping him. Back in 2009, when Justin was 15 years of age, he transferred a video on his YouTube channel archiving his 48 hours with Diddy. The video is exceptionally peculiar on the grounds that we have no clue about. For what reason did he coordinated this? Like, why bother with 15-year-old Justin remaining with him for 2 entire days? Additionally, in the video, Diddy's seen telling Justin he would give him an extravagant vehicle when he turned 16. Furthermore, this certainly seems like something a custodian would agree soon as you turn 16. You understand what I'm talking about. I will allow you to shake this each time. It's somewhat dusty, yet you know, okay, good, not terrible, but not great either. I will be driving this 1 year from now, no doubt. When you get 16, you descend there, you must, you know where. You see, I mean, I'm 15, you could ride in the front seat. I got my license now that not yet 16. Dial back, we should dial back. Diddy said he can't reveal what he and Justin were doing, yet he guaranteed it was a 15-year-old's fantasy. Presently, remember that Diddy is 25 years more seasoned than Justin, so he was 40 when this video was recorded. So look at this. Yo, Justin, he's in you at any point. Seen the film 48 Hours, right? Currently he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his kid. They're having the hours of their lives. Like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing? We can't actually uncover yet. It's certainly a 15-year-old's fantasy. So what 15-year-old kid fantasies about spending time with a 40-year elderly person? And yes, Diddy isn't simply any man, yet the entire thing's really bizarre. However, it gets more odd. In a similar video, Diddy conceded he had legitimate guardianship of Usher. So does that mean Usher's mother consented to let 14-year-old Usher live with Diddy? You know, I have been given care of him. You realize he endorsed to Usher. I had lawful guardianship of Usher when, you know, he did his most memorable collection, first collection. I don't have legitimate guardianship of him yet. For the following 48 hours he's with me, so better believe it. And we're going to go full buck fool crazy, and that is by all accounts not the only unusual cooperation Diddy and Justin had before the cameras. There's another clasp getting out and about via virtual entertainment, showing Diddy addressing Justin why he would rather not hang out any longer, and Justin looks extremely anxious in Diddy's Presents. What's up, man? You great? I'm great. Youthful sibling. All that's great. Selling out fields and everything beginning to act different. How you ain't been calling me and hanging out the manner in which we used to hang out. Well, I mean you attempt to reach out to me. You realize through the entirety of my you realize you know accomplices and so forth, yet you never truly got my number. So right, okay, recall, better believe it, definitely. By the way, doesn't this help you to remember that Drink Winners episode when Diddy addressed Marvelous why he would have rather not celebrated with him? Did you miss me? However, for genuine, in light of the fact that I'm saying it appears to be a thing, I miss this birthday celebration, man. I'm discussing for your birthday. Is there any valid reason why you won't party with me for your birthday, man? No doubt we party for my birthday before you came to my party. No, yet me and you ain't never truly party. You understand what I'm talking about? Definitely. It seems like Diddy has an example of cornering young fellows and making them self-conscious. Yet what is Justin's opinion? Pretty much this large number of charges. Well, sources near Justin are obviously saying these reports